Hill.
And I'm James Cuellar.
And we are here with Oklahoma Weather Lab and Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program, bringing you your weekly climate podcast starting on Friday, October 19th, 2018. So James, what are we going to be talking about?
Well, we're going to have a cool and wet pattern over the next couple weeks for the majority of the United States. We have a drought update due to all the rain that we've seen over the last couple weeks, and the winter weather outlook that was released earlier today.
Ooh, I know you all are dying to see the winter
Yes.
weather outlook, but we're starting with the 6 to 10 day temperatures. So a lot of us are going to be seeing below average temperatures in the New England, Midwestern, and even down through Texas. And then the Northwest and the Western states, so California and even North Dakotas, you're going to be seeing some above average temperatures. And then we have another small patch of above average temperatures down in the southeast along the Gulf Coast. But as for the precipitation, a lot of above average precipitation is expected across basically all of the states, except for a little block of it down there in the southwestern states. So that is Arizona and even parts of California. But what is our 8 to 14 day look like?
Well, we have this trough that's going to be pretty much sitting there in the 2-week time frame, and that's going to bring us those below average temperatures to the majority of the United States. We do have those above average temperatures that will be dominating the Pacific coast, but the story is going to be these below average temperatures that are going to be hanging around across the central United States. And paired up with those below average temperatures, we're going to be seeing above average rainfall, particularly across the eastern seaboard. We do have that below average precipitation sticking around across the Rockies and in the desert southwest and on the west coast. But once again, we're seeing that above average precipitation in areas that probably don't need to see that much precipitation anymore. And Leah will have more about that in our drought monitor.
Yeah, so while the precipitation is good for our drought monitor, it has not been good for areas such as Texas because they have seen a lot of flooding these past couple of days. So the drought in Texas and along the entire Gulf Coast and the southeastern states has been completely eliminated, but still more rain is coming in that 6 to 10 day time frame, and then also more precipitation is expected in the 8 to 14 day time frame. So the drought monitor is going to continue to look better, but we're going to have to keep out watching for above precipitation.
And even in our 3-month outlook, we're going to be seeing those above average temperatures as we get into the winter season, and particularly across the Pacific Northwest. And once again, with our precipitation, we're going to be seeing those above average precipitation across the south, all the way from Southern California, stretching across the Gulf Coast, and even up the eastern seaboard. We do have those below average precipitation values across the Pacific Northwest, but once again, the story is going to be we could be seeing the potential for above average precipitation across the south. What about that winter outlook, the highly anticipated winter outlook?
Highly anticipated winter outlook. Well, for some of you, it might not be what you want to see because we're going to be having a pretty mild winter, actually, for many of the western and central United States. And so with that is why we're going to be seeing those above average temperatures that James was talking about. And for most of us, we're going to be seeing some pretty normal rain and precipitation, but then the Gulf Coast states and basically all the southern states are going to be seeing that above average rainfall. So mild winter coming up. But once again, this podcast has been brought to you by the Oklahoma Weather Lab and partner of the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program.
Be sure to catch us on our podcast every single Friday on Facebook and on YouTube. Be sure to give our Facebook page a like. Be sure to give our Twitter page a follow. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Have a great week, everyone.